Hello to my Cappies. All right, Capricorns, we're closing out a cycle. And so what you may have noticed if you're new to my channel, first and foremost, if you're new, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. All right, so we're going to dive right in. We're going to take it all the way back to the beginning of the year, because I think people kind of sort of forgot. Now that we are in August, about to move into September, we're coming up on a new moon in Virgo, right? Maybe this is going to help build your confidence level. Hopefully this reading is going to help build your confidence level, help you to close out a cycle in love, help you to get reset, refocused, so that you can move on. And we're talking about emotional intelligence. I'm picking up already. First of all, learn how to recall your energy with every exchange. An exchange is anything that you're leaving out of, whether you're leaving out of a business, you've just purchased some items. Learn how to, whether you're stopped looking at a movie, learn how to collect all of you, recall all of you with every exchange, whether it's a free situation or not. Recall all of you. If you've had readings with me or any kind of exchange, if those of you who have taken my free tarot lessons, and I've said recall your energy because I'm going to recall mine, learn how to get disciplined in recalling your energy, because you don't know who's connected to whom. Sometimes other people don't know that they're connected to somebody that you could be connected to. So learn how to recall all of your energy. But we started out in January with a full moon on the 13th of January, a wolf moon, right? And so wolf moons can be light side of wolf energy or dark side of wolf energy when it comes to religion and politics. And I've already shared this one time before. And the assumption is with wolf energy, because it's all about following the pack, that you're supposed to follow, when it comes to religion or politics, those of the pack that you're in, okay? And so when you try to enlighten people about things, that automatically makes some people in the pack believe that you're the enemy. So if you're on a job and you're enlightening a new person coming in, hey, I put together this new pamphlet this booklet for you to help you to like a smooth transition into the workplace, because I really want to see you win in this workplace. You could have some people in your workplace now see you as the enemy because you are enlightening people, and you need to know that. You need to know that somehow some of your colleagues will see you as dipping into their money because you're enlightening people. You need to know that up front. It shouldn't take you that long to figure it out. I am my only competition, right? And so God in you is letting you know that you're your only competition. So when you're linking up with people, this is where you're saying a prayer before you leave out of your house every single day. Again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back. When you're linking up with people, because there's a Scorpio along with a religious organization who is behind some stuff, that is, their eyes are starting to open up. And you all are ruled by Saturn, which is the outermost planet. A lot of you all have gone through Saturn returns. That means relocating. That means starting new jobs, do this and that. And you're in new spaces where you're trying to link up with people. You're trying to make connections with people. And the moment you realize, when you're in receiving mode, that as the devil card, Source first shines a light on your demons. So if you have lust in your spirit, or if you're a person who feels like other people are restricting you, or you feeling like you have an obsessive spirit, I'm obsessing over something, Source is saying to you, get it under submission immediately. God, give me the strength to help me with this, so I'm not so distracted when I'm sitting around a group of people that I'm missing something, that other people are playing God in my life, but secretly seeing me as their competition. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into it. That's right. Let's get intuitive. That's right. Let's get into it. That's what those intuitive candles are for. Let's get into it. Let's get intuitive, right? Emotionally intelligent. So that people saying and doing stuff to you, they're not throwing you off your square. So when people are showing remember Scorpio rules is the death card. So if people are showing emotionally insensitivity towards death, meaning that you're going through a major life change and you need to talk to some people every single day because you feel like, okay, I miss somebody. I like they're pouring into me and they're showing emotional, insensitivity. You need to cut them off. It's not that much money in the world because you need that to pour into you. They need to be cut off. Or somebody feels like they can replace sex with what you need emotionally, some healthy emotion. I'm telling y'all, y'all are ruled by a karmic planet. It's a whole, y'all are bringing a lot of karma into people's lives, and a lot of y'all gonna see it. A Cancer was brought into you all's lives, a low vibrating Cancer. Let me help y'all with something. Somebody who is moody, overly sensitive, and clingy to you. Source used a low vibrating Cancer to bring something to light, to distract you. And this was intentional, right? Okay. And you'll know if it's a high vibrating Cancer because the high vibrating Cancer is compassionate, intuitive, and also protective. Someone who is protective enough to say, okay, they can back up. They're not gonna cling to you like a dryer sheet in your dryer when you washing clothes. But they'll give you some steps to say, okay, here's some steps 1 through 10 so you can start putting your tradition together, and so you can start doing some. You can start thinking for yourself, right? Here's some things. They're not gonna cling to you, right? That's a person who is genuinely compassionate. They want to see you win in life. They want to see you win in life, right? So yeah, we had a wolf moon, and so if you're around people who feel like something is their way or the highway, you don't even have chance to creatively, because Cancer is a water sign, to creatively think for yourself. Source is saying to you, you are around dark wolf energy. You're around dark wolf energy. What's the current situation? Yeah. You have carried a lot of people on your backs. You've carried a lot of people, and this is generational for you all. You've either watched your mom or your dad carry a lot of people on their backs and while people talk about them behind their backs, like riding them like sea biscuits. And that's something that you inherited. You inherited that same gift, Empress gift, right? And so this is where if you're a man, you're getting into Emperor energy, okay? Structure and authority. Somebody has boss energy in them, and you are your only competition. This connects us with Aries. Something in your spirit, people get a first impression about you that you're going to carry them on your back. Source is saying you need to quickly let them know after the first, second meeting, who you thought you saw is not the person you saw. I am, the great I am is inside of me, but it's also inside of you. And that's where prayer comes in. God, give me the strength to stop carrying other people's bags of water up my hill where it's taking me longer to get to where I need to get to. Help me to please God. Stop carrying everybody else's emotions on my back. I hate this person. I don't like this person. I think they should be doing this and they shouldn't be doing it. Help me to stop carrying other people's emotions on my back. Right? What's the blockage? You're apart from somebody. You're apart from some people, and some people, there's some very impulsive energies that's talking about somebody behind their back, and they don't want you to call some energies. So Source is saying sometimes people will cut you off, Capricorn, because they know you're associated with certain energies. Looking at your cards here, but you need to get in. Somebody's prayer life is increasing. What about the distant past? Because people know something was done behind their back to lower their money in the physical realm. Either somebody gave you access, either you and somebody, whether it's in the spiritual realm or the physical realm, had access to gaining some kind of access to someone's money. Whether it's physically coming into their home because you have keys to somebody's home and you didn't realize. Somebody says, oh, well, where do they bank? Where do they, something where it lowers somebody. Maybe you worked for somebody and somebody's like, okay, so how do they do this and that? That's, again, somebody using you to do their dirty work, Go back and watch my previous videos, how people will use Capricorns to do their dirty work, and I'm channeling energy so that they can grow their abundance and prosperity. We remember we had a sturgeon moon because wolf energy, as we started out in January of this year, this is year 8, this is month 8 of 2025. This is where you get to end this constantly being used, Capricorn. And let people know the same God is in them is in you. The same God is in you is in them. They don't have to see you as competition. So some people somehow were able to use you to increase their money, but somehow simultaneously use to decrease your money and someone else's money, but increase 2 other people's money. So you in some kind of a loop of something that's, you're still carrying people. You're still carrying people and you're still working extra hard where Source is trying to balance some things out for you. Some of y'all need to stop going to lunch with some people. That's all I can say. Y'all need to stop going to lunch with certain people. This is where you are rich all by yourself. This is you right here. King of Pentacles. This is you. You King of Pentacles. Yep. This is a distant past and this is the recent past. Source is trying to make someone very wealthy. Y'all have enough information at this point. I mean, I don't even know how else more I can even say this. I've been saying it so much. I'm kind of sick because I'm channeling people's energy and I'm like, whose energy? Somebody already knows that something was done behind their back. And this is a person that you've talked to. You talked to them plenty of times. So if the flame has fizzled out where y'all not talking anymore, it's not because they're mad. It's because they know that's who you're linking up with. They've heard you say you linking up with a Taurus, a Virgo, or another Capricorn. I mean, it's actually a Taurus because this is King of Pentacles. The moment somebody heard you say you were linking up with a Taurus, that's where, if you start to think in your brains and you say, okay, Dag, I did tell him I was linking up with the Taurus. That's when the phone calls, because I'm looking at this cell phone right here. That's when the phone calls ended. They said, okay, that's who's behind something. Because it somehow is linked up with a Scorpio. Somehow a Scorpio is behind something. And so Source is saying to you, figure out what your demons are, because now somebody knows that these energies knew what your demons were, whether it was lust, because you're looking at a physical appearance around money and somebody's physical appearance, their looks or something. But some people figured out how to get rich off of your back, and it's time to get emotionally intelligent. A Scorpio is behind 2 Taurus. So they're like, okay, well, we're going to keep on using something that's going to get between, because this is the way things are done. And we can use a Capricorn to increase our money. So if somebody is being used horribly to get other people rich. So I know somebody going to come on my channel and be like, every time I tune into your video, I keep hearing how we're being used. I'm trying to protect somebody. So stop wanting to be used. Tune in and listen. Pray. Right? So you're getting a message. Here's a Page of Wands of how shady, people are. Life can't be more than life can't be just about money. It cannot. If you think life is just about money, that means people will use you to do anything for money. Literally anything. They'll cut you off from your mom, your dad, whomever about money. So it's saying shady is I don't know what. And so Source is saying somebody is acting like a teenager and trying to project something onto you. Oh, somebody's emotionally unintelligent. Yeah, because they making money off of something. They making money off of something, and the something is you. They need to grow up. Nope. You need to become wiser. You need to become wiser about the game. Fast. Real quick. You need to become wiser about this real quick, because these energies are responsible. 2 and 8 is responsible for something. They're responsible for something. Somebody is using a Capricorn to get rich quick. while you are not benefiting. It's like somebody would put you in a low-paying job when really your north node, right here, 10, your north node is to be doing something where source can balance it out and make you rich fast, make you money real fast, operating in your north node. So somebody has figured out that you carry a lot of gifts, and I'm talking about creative gifts on your back. Like what this looks like for you all would be like you could be a musician, you could be a writer, you could be a person who gets your downloads through dreams. So you can have a lot of the clairs. You don't necessarily have to play an instrument, just so we're crystal clear. You don't necessarily have to be a singer. You don't have to be a songwriter. If you are, great, that's extra gifts. But you could be a person that could be kind of sort of wise enough that generationally you just know things, you just pick up on things, right? Because you all are ruled by a karmic planet, right? And so y'all gotta know that when people do bad things to you intentionally, their karma hits instantly. I'm talking about instant. Y'all don't even have to be around. Their karma hits instantly. And that's why people think, okay, wow, you know, Capricorn brings the Capricorn, you know, is lying about this and lying about that, because their karma is hitting instantly. All right. Yeah. That's where all that, Capricorn, people think you all are lying, because their karma is hitting hard and it's hitting instantly. That is why they don't want to, certain energies don't want you to, they're saying you are your only competition. But you are standing in the face of people who see you as competition. So if they feel like, you know, a beautiful man or a beautiful woman is you, they will put that right in your face, and that'll be your competition, right in your face. That's why you got to know what your demons are. If sex is your demon, that's exactly what the devil will put in your face as your, and when you won't even see that it's your competition. That's like sleeping with the enemy or being in friendships with the enemy. And somebody heard something about a Taurus and they instantly detached because they only want to be, they don't want to even hear it, because they're like, okay, Capricorn is still not seeing something. That's when you know somebody is still under a spell. And you may not be the Capricorn that's under it. It could be another Capricorn that you know. You could be wide awake in the spiritual realm, Capricorn. That's why I suggest to people, please pray for people. Before you start praying on people, how come they don't see it? Start praying for people. That these energies are responsible for monies being, siphoned out significantly low. These are the type of energies, they just put them in this little job. Let them make just bare minimum. You don't even make enough money to move out on your own. You don't even have enough money to buy your own car, keeping you in a space of dependency, whoever you are. You don't even have enough money to start a family. Some people don't have enough money to move, to buy your own house, don't have enough money to do anything. But some people are getting richer off of your great ideas that you have. Some people don't even have enough money to buy a motorcycle to get to where they're getting to, but other people are somehow getting richer. That's why some people can halfway sleep. And people have no emotion behind it. Some people have no emotion behind it. This Queen of Swords energy. They was fanning the flames before, but now something is hitting home, because now they feeling, oh shoot, a bell went off in their head. Okay, shoot, I got something in common with a Capricorn, because their karma is swinging back around and hit. I'm telling y'all, people's karma is hitting them like a cannonball. That you were there to help some people is hitting them so freaking hard. It's not, I'm telling y'all, it's hitting them so hard right now. It's hitting them and somebody else so hard. They can't even wrap their heads around something right now. They can halfway sleep. It's like God put them right in. It's literally like God, it put you in their face for them to see. Capricorn was there to help them. They couldn't even see it. Spiritually blind as a bat. They couldn't see it. I'm trying to tell y'all. So anybody that jumps on my platform and says that, that's all they hear is how people are using Capricorn, I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all and Aquarius are ruled by karmic planets. That's Saturn. Saturn, you go do your research. Don't listen to me. Go do your own research then. Go do your own research. Saturn is a karmic planet. People's karma is happening real time in your face. It's happening real time. You weren't trying to be somebody's competition. You wanted to help people and work alongside people. That's why people, you're seeing some people, they can't even sleep. Your karma is hitting them like a freaking ton of bricks. This is Saturn right here. They having a Saturn return right in your face. And here you are, you feel fulfilled. While they having a Saturn return, they tossing and turning, they can't sleep, poor things. So if somebody has new and exuberant love coming across their path, you're going to be celebrating something very soon. You're going to be celebrating something very, very soon. Something is happening for you within a couple of weeks. If y'all can just get emotionally intelligent enough to understand how karma works. We're talking about the laws of karma here. Nobody escapes karma. Nobody. I don't care who you are. You can't make enough money. There's not enough. They can't print enough money in treasury. It's not enough money. They can't print enough money. Okay, so Capricorns, obviously y'all can see more cards out here. I have to edit this, but the source wants you to keep on moving forward. Learn how to move in silence, and stop waiting around to see somebody's karma, right? Something about people, and really remember, money in itself is not evil, but some people are losing sleep because they thought their money was going to be able to, do something to some people, bring about karma in people's lives. But Source is saying to you, we are not each other's gods. No matter how much money, obviously we know the treasury prints money, makes and prints money, but it does clearly say in God we trust on there, not in rich people we trust, right? So again, stop letting people force you to carry their emotional baggage up your side, up your mountain. You're trying to get to the top of something in your life, and it's happening. This is what I said in the previous reading. You've answered a call on your life 6 years ago. You have new and exuberant love coming in your life. You'll be celebrating something within a month here, looking at your cards here, according to what I'm just reading here in the cards, and this is the outcome of something. And you have this whole new attitude now, because when you invest in your purpose, your call, the inner calling, God gifted you and somebody with gifts. I'm talking about spiritual gifts from God. We're not talking about somebody gave you some money. We're talking about God gifts you with gifts, that you're making money from your gifts, your inner calling that you were called to do. And other people have been making money off of you long enough. Been getting rich off of your gifts long enough. And when you link up with people who know that other people have been getting fat, rich, pockets rich, traveling, taking trips and stuff, and you sitting there, you got some basic low-paying job, and you seeing that people are getting rich off of all your creative ideas and all of that other stuff, and you start to think to yourself, wait a minute, what the heck am I doing? Why haven't I? Okay, I need to find out what my North Node is. What was I called to do? What did God call me to do? And you start looking at it. That's when it starts becoming quite apparent that you have been seen as the competition from day one. And that's what a lot of people are waking up to. So if somebody had to find out what your demons were, and if your demon is sex, that's exactly what people put in your face. If you like a big behind and a smile, that's exactly what they're going to put in your face, what the devil is going to put in your face. And we're not calling a person a devil. The source is, you better recognize what your temptations are. If you're a woman who likes men with the big pop out chest, the chiseled ones, whether they got it, cosmetically enhanced, or, the men with the nice calves, nice shiny legs and all of this other stuff, and a nice face, and he had to get himself, cosmetically enhanced, nice teeth and all this other, that's exactly what they're going to put in your face. Okay, we know what their type is. Let's keep trying and trying and trying until we hit a spot. If that means that, they had to attack your money, and somebody kept flipping over bowls for you and somebody. If that means, that's when when a person cuts you off. I'm telling y'all, it's kind of what it is. I don't want to make something seem like it's law. Sometimes people, that's why let me preface this with sometimes. Sometimes when people cut you off, they realize, okay, this person is being pulled in the wrong direction. They like, okay, I don't even want to be contaminated by that. They're being pulled in the wrong direction. So something is happening for you within a month where you're gonna start seeing your money. You and somebody gonna start seeing your money increase big time, because you're learning how to move in silence and move in peace, because you're learning what your temptations are, and you're saying, okay, I'm not going to tell people what my temptations are. Even if you have a platform, you're not even going to suggest it, because that's what people are tuning into. This is what people are. They are obsessed with learning about what your temptations are to use it against you. So if people think that sex is your temptation, I'm telling y'all, I can't even tell y'all how many people have reached out to me to ask me if they can take me out on dates. Child, I ain't interested. I can tell you that right now. I'm not interested. Don't even call me. I'm not interested. Are you calling for a tarot card reading, or are you calling for a date? Okay? Dreams. See, because people mess around and they just like y'all F around and find out, sometimes you got to shine a light back on other people's demons. Okay, you want to play that game? Let's shine a light on your demons then. Play the game if you want to, and shine a light on their demons. That's why I tell people, stop playing with sex magic. Stop playing with sex magic. And I'm only saying this because we got succubus energy here. Some people, they don't know how to come out of certain things. I'm telling you, they get stuck in certain things. That's why, you know, when we talk about if you're dealing with a succubus energy, stop playing with people and having these sex conversations over the phone, because now you got a stalker on your hand who they just won't leave you alone. They'll cross a line. They'll keep this right here, keep on crossing lines. Somebody got a sex demon who just feel like they need you as a fix. They can't stop themselves. So Source is saying to you, but you got a new and exuberant love, and if you got a sex demon on your hand, you had better tell somebody that you're in a new relationship with that I got a sex demon on my hand, somebody who cannot stay away from me. They have crossed a line. You better let them know, show them a picture, everything. If you see this energy right here, I'm letting you know this energy have had some issues with them. They have crossed some lines sexually. They have, you know, jumped over a fence. They have, and I'm not saying this to be funny, but stop letting people, whoever you are, stop letting people contaminate your relationships. And they got to sit back and deal with somebody else who is being controlled by their demons. Scrying into people's dreams. They just doing the absolute most. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. Somebody's dealing with a succubus. Somebody who wants to see what their competition is. Because they see something new coming into your pay, because you answered the call on your life. They want access to your money, and they want access to whomever's money, your competition's money. So y'all better wake up. Y'all had better wake up. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. You have big money coming across your path. You can lose your money if you want to, because you're not listening. Karma has already occurred with whoever intentionally hurt you. It's already occurred. Turn your head back around. Screw your head on straight. Whoever you are, screw your head on straight. I'll be darned if I'm going to sit around and wait to see somebody else's karma. I'm not sitting around waiting to see somebody else's karma for what? It's already started happening the moment they did stuff. And I can't even tell y'all what's some stuff that's happening to me. Sitting around waiting for somebody's karma is a waste of energy. Y'all got new love. Y'all got some good news coming across. You got big money coming across your path. 26. I am tactful. So yeah, somebody just. I mean, I'm telling y'all, there's some people. There's a Scorpio involved in something. Yeah, I'm tactful. You have a desire to succeed, and you'll feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. But I'm telling y'all, who is going to be their karma is going to be a Taurus. And they're not going to see it coming. And it's not going to be the Taurus they think either. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Bye.